morning, good evening, to wherever you are. Welcome to race number 2. We have a double Italy header. We just had Imola last week. We are now here at Monza. Beautiful, beautiful track here at Monza. Our current championship leader, the guy that won the race last week, is not here. He cannot attend today. But the guy currently second in the McLaren, Max Law, is currently second in the championship. Could take the lead of the championship for the Asian tier today. We will see how this race unfolds. 16 minutes of qualifying. Going to be short quali. A couple of drivers about to start their lap, which will be a Williams and a RB. Will ride aboard with the RB. The first driver to cross the line to start his lap. Aston Martin just coming out of the pit. Now coming into Prima Variante, heavy braking. Going into turn 1 here. I'm not too much of a fan of this circuit, but it's good to see that we have 20 drivers here for the Asian tier. One driver does have a qualifying ban, that is Cordier King, and that is for, he's got 2 actually, Mete, but one is for a no POV supplied, and the other one is for impeding during qualifying, making another driver DNF, which was Racing Diabetes made him DNF. Racing Diabetes just left the finish. If you need another invite to rejoin, I will invite you. After I find your name. There. First drive to cross the line will be Matthew Tomater in the V-Carb. Going to set the bank rate of 121.29. Driver behind Leo Coco of 121.541. A couple more drivers behind to set their lap. 119.809. Very good lap from Dark Destroyer. Holy Horse Ryan setting a 121.158. They're in the McLaren about to cross the line. Either about to start his lap. Max Law currently second in the championship. About setting 119.535. Terry setting a 119.455. Setting very good lap times here into the 119 now. Could we potentially get a 118? We will see how we go. Martin, very quick driver. We'll see how he does. Going into turn 1, Aston Martin in front of him, looking very shaky, very slow. So don't really want him to hold up the McLaren front, very close to each other. Martin only did half the season last season after the F1 game did come out midway through our first season here at DRL. He's going to get held up by the Aston Martin, go down the inside, but he's going to lose a lot of time here from the Aston Martin. He's now coming into second curva of Deletmo, but he's backed out of his lap, lost too much time there. This is a DRS straight, a lot of DRS here. There are 2 DRS zones here around around Monza. One just coming out of turn 7 of Deletmo, and the other one is coming around the Curva Parabolica. I'm going to load up the live stream, see what the people are saying in the chat. 5 viewers, hello, hope all is well. Hello. Still a couple of drive jets to get their lap. Martin is just done on 125, but that's not his lap. He's about to set his lap now. We'll ride on board with Martin at the moment. Coming. Aston Martin a little bit shaky ahead of him, but he cleared that very quickly now. Coming into Batono. But yeah, I'm going to butcher all of the words for the track, but now coming into Variante, very nicely done through the chicane now coming into Ledmo. Try not to touch the curb there on the inside. It's now invalidated lap actually. So he's going to have to pit unless he's got enough fuel. Right aboard with Cayano, who's about to finish his lap in the Mercedes. Now coming round Parabolica. He's going to cross the line. Where will he put this Mercedes? He's going to put this Mercedes into P4. They're very good at them. Current constructors, Aston Martin are currently leading the construction championship with 33 points. McLaren are currently second with 18 points. Mercedes are currently third with 16 points. 3 teams are yet to score a point, and those 3 teams are Williams, the V-Carb and the Alpine. So Aston Martin may be safe after this, depends how Max Law does, currently in second place. Still a lot of drivers yet to set their lap. Right on board with the Red Bull. Now coming through Ledmo. 10 minutes 51 left of qualifying. Just going to quickly invite a driver. Invite has been sent. Currently riding board with the Red Bull. Invalidated. Johannes now starting his lap, will ride on board with him at the moment. Currently yet to set a lap, going into heavy braking into turn 1, down into gear 2. Try not to miss the apex there, but he's gone very deep going into the apex there. Left hand has now rejoined the DNF on the session, so we're going to be starting from the back of the grid. Claudia King should not be setting a lap, that's why he remains in the pit. He has a qualifying ban for impeding during qualifying. We've got a purple first sector here from Johannes in the Ferrari, coming out of Variante, very not too great coming out of the chicane there. Now coming into Ledmo, and now the second curve of Ledmo. Now DRS opens into the floor, through under the tunnel of the old circuit of Monza. Really like to drive the old circuit of Monza on Gran Turismo, but now coming out of this garage chicane, we get a purple middle sector. I don't actually know because I wasn't paying attention. But now coming into Curva Parabolica, the final corner, just about off the track, didn't invalidate his track. Where will he put himself? He had a purple middle sector, not sure about the middle sector. He's going to put himself P11. So not too good in the second and third sector. The Killer is not on a lap at the moment. Firestorm coming into the pits. He's got a qualifying ban. Racing Diabetes, I presume, is about to complete his lap with that lower VRS. Now coming round Parabolica, and he's going to cross the line. Hopefully not P19 anymore. He's going to cross the line to P3 with a 1:19.691. The current time to beat is Terry, who's currently leading the pack with a 1:19.455 in the Alpine. The Alpine team is yet to score a point. All drivers are here today, 20 drivers. We have a couple of reserve drivers here, so much appreciated on that. We're currently riding board with Terry, currently leading the pack, so we'll see how they do. 5 drivers yet to set a lap. McLaren moving out the way, Terry slightly deep going into turn 1. We'll see how we recover through the rest of the lap. Variante, I'm not really a fan of Monza, to be honest. Just very straight lining and just chicane. That's all it is, to be honest. Now going into another chicane of Variante. Very nicely done there through turn 4 and 5 with a purple first sector. Now coming into Ledmo, the double right-hander. Very nicely done there by Terry. Now foot to the floor, DRS open for the first detection zone of the lap. Well, second detection zone of the lap. If you include the start finish straight. Now coming into the Ascari chicane. Now the back straight going, heading towards Curva Parabolica. And the Aston Martin there moving out of the way very nicely there. He's going to improve his lap time, so we'll see if he gets into the 1:18. See, as he crosses the line from a 1:19.455 to a, he did not improve his lap time. He did not improve his lap time. Still a couple of drivers yet to set that lap. Joao will ride aboard with him at the moment. He did very brilliantly raced last week. Two of them, Cayano and Joao last week, racing absolutely brilliantly together. So they both got awarded driver of the day, but he's currently come down the back straight towards Parabolic. You can see where he puts his car. Currently in a 1 minute 20.1, let's say. See where he puts this car coming across the line. Will he improve from P6? He will, only one position. Improved 3/10 to a 1 minute 19.878. So very nicely done from him. 3 drivers yet to set their lap. Owen Davino, a reserve driver in the Red Bull seat. Now coming down, Terraglio, however you say that, now coming into the Ascari chicane, throwing the car around there. Now down the back straight, see how we done. 5 minutes 48 left of qualifying. Going into Parabolica. I'm sure he will definitely improve from P20 as he crosses the line. With a 119.995, just under the 120, puts him down to P6. So very nicely done from him, a ride aboard with this driver who's also yet to set a lap. If you are just new here joining, Cordier King will not be taking a lap. He had a qualifying ban, so he will not be taking a lap here for Imola, and I keep saying Imola, not Imola, Monza, and he will not be taking a lap for the next track either. We're currently running aboard with the V-Car 5 Storm, also a reserve driver, now coming round the Parabolica. Currently 115, 16, 17, might be under the 120. He's going to set his lap with a 120 on the dot. Puts himself P7. Well, that's a brilliant lap. Very close for the drivers here in Asian tier. Racing Diabetes currently put himself in P3. The current championship leader, not here, Pepinge, is working today, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's working today. But it's not here today. So this guy is currently second in the championship, Max Law. So if he gets 7 or more points, he will take the lead of the championship, unless somebody else gets more points than him. Cayano is currently 3rd in the championship. 4th is Joao, 5th is Racing Diabetes, and so on and so forth. Clive Tan, who DNF'd from the session, is currently 7th in the championship. But yeah, going to be interesting. The Bomb yet to set a qualifying lap. We'll ride aboard with Martim at the moment. Couldn't race last week, Portuguese parent, and I very indeed know about Portuguese parent. Didn't allow him to race last week, very unfortunate, but he is here this week. So we'll see, we'll ride on board, see how we done on his lap. Tomato has just been disqualified from the session for blocking the pit. Will he get a purple middle sector? He will not get a purple middle sector. Now coming into the Ascari chicane. Very low on fuel as well. Hopefully he will make it throughout the lap. He hasn't set a proper lap yet. Currently 2 minutes 56 left of qualifying, not much time left. Now coming into Parabolica, absolutely throwing the car around the track. You know he's definitely going to improve from a 1 minute 25. Going to set a 1 minute 20. Not a very good lap there from Martin, but he's managed to get himself into the top 10. Currently P9. So not too bad from him. Dark Destroyer is invalidating his lap, so we will not be taking a lap. He just finished the lap. Holy Horse Ryan has just come into the pit. Terry, 2 minutes and 20 left of qualifying. We'll ride on board with the guy currently chasing provisional pole at the moment. We'll ride on board with the McLaren. The guy currently second in the championship. We'll see how he does. Now, heavy braking going into Variante, down into year 3. And don't want to go too aggressive on the throttle. You don't want to spin, and I think he bailed out the lap already. But you know he did not do a lap very good at the moment. Racing Diabetes is also on a lap. Now coming around Ledmo, the car in front of him, going to get very good tow here. DRS open now. Currently 2/10 down from provisional pole, so not drastically off. He has got a purple middle sector. There is a car in front, so hopefully this car in front will move out of the way. Yes, moves out of the way. Now coming down the back straight. Will the Haas driver be able to take provisional pole of Terry? Terry is now coming back out of the pit, so he will be setting another lap. This may be the last lap for the Haas driver. Now coming round the Parabolica. Will he be able to improve 2/10 on his lap? We will see. He's coming into the pit. He's coming into the pit. He's not even finishing his lap. He's come in. He was not improving on his lap time, and he's come in. Dark Destroyer is not taking a lap right now as well. I presume he's setting a lap. He's currently 5th with a 1:19.878. You have a yellow flag in sector 2. 54 seconds left of qualifying. Racing Diabetes will not have enough time to set another lap. That is very unfortunate as well. It's now coming through Ledmo at the moment. The double right-hander of Ledmo. Now, DRS open. Leo Coco has retired from session from P12. Oh, did not want to do that. Racing Diabetes now retired from session. Not enough time to set another lap. We're currently riding board with Joao, who's going to be crossing the line. Mercedes in front of him at the moment. Now coming out of Parabolica, P5, will he improve from P5? Will he get into the front row? He will not get onto the front row. Dark Destroyer now starting his lap. Max Law currently coming through the middle sector. Will he set a purple middle sector? He has set a purple middle sector. Max Law now coming through the Ascari chicane. He's lost the rear end, and he will not be getting pole position. He's lost the car, and he's going to have to settle for second place. This guy is currently P4. Coming out of, and he's not looking very quick coming through Variante at the moment. Terry should look set. He has invalidated, but he should look set for pole position. We'll ride on board with the V-Carb at the moment. A couple of drivers about to cross the line. Davino about to cross the line, improved to P12 with a 1:20.801. Will the V-Carb manage to improve in time from P7 with a 1:20 flat? Cayano takes provisional pole with a 1:19.316. Firestorm does not take the lap, but Cayano out of absolutely nowhere takes pole off Terry, who invalidated his final lap with a 1:19.316. Very unfortunate from the McLaren, may I say. Twisting and sliding coming out of the Ascari chicane and losing the car, but brilliant work from the Mercedes of Cayano, who's currently third in the championship. And seeing how he does in this race, he could also potentially lead the championship after this race. We'll see how it goes, but brilliant qualifying through all the drivers here in this tier. Magnificent. Here we go. Whenever the drivers are ready, we will be starting round 2. Here we go. Here we go. 2, 5, red light. Cayano currently on provisional pole. Will he get a good start? He doesn't really get a great start, actually, to be honest. Terry has taken it off him already. And we see all the drivers currently absolutely plummeting down into turn 1. Will everyone get through quite cleanly? Terry goes to the escape road at the moment. He's got a 3-second time penalty. He's going to have to bail out of that. Dropping down all the way down to P4 now. Terry drops very far down. Cayano and Max Law going side by side. Coming out of Bastiano now going side by side. Going into... Cayano just about getting ahead there of Variante. All drivers have managed to make it through. Now going side by side with Racing Diabetes going down the inside of Lesmo. Still going side by side in Lesmo. Racing Diabetes not wanting to give this one up. Still going side by side. Racing Diabetes and Max Law coming out of race 1. Now going 3 wide. Coming down the back straight. Coming out of Lesmo. Terry is overtaken both of them at the moment and still going side by side of the McLaren and the Racing Diabetes. Cayano still currently with a very shaky start from the Mercedes with the yellow flag further behind. Very shaky start, but managed to keep the lead of the race. Max Law currently chasing down Terry in P2. There's a yellow flag further down the field. Currently lap 1 of 27. Let's get dominance data up. And the telemetry lap data. Drivers are all on medium and hard compounded tyres. There's a lot of fighting going further down the field, potentially wing damage there. Myers currently leading a pack between these 4. These 2 drivers looking very shaky. It looks like Not Natan might have some front right wing damage, if I'm not mistaken, that is correct. Terry currently on a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting the first corner. Drivers still going side by side, and as we see the stake driver getting hunted down by the Aston Martin at the moment. Stake driver now coming through Lesmo. Cayano didn't have a really great start, but he's managed to hold the lead after Terry went very deep in turn 1. Both Ferrari drivers not looking good at the moment. You see a car spinning round further back. Racing Diabetes in P18. P19, the Ferrari's not doing very well. We'll go back to the front. Back to the front. There's a lot of drivers currently chasing down Cayano in first place at the moment. Cayano looking very shaky there. And we now see Leo Coco retiring from the session. And that is going to be a virtual safety car. Not a full safety car. Not too sure there what happened with Leo Coco. It's very unfortunate to see him retiring from the race. It's only a virtual safety car, which is very good. And penalty-wise, let's have a look at the penalties quickly. Terry did get a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting the first corner, and Firestorm getting a 5-second time penalty. Cordier just getting a 10-second penalty just now for speeding in the pit lane. A lot of drivers are actually pitting right now. Not sure if it's for the front wing damage. He's getting rid of those soft compounded tyres, Artie, and putting on a new front wing. Still under virtual safety car conditions. It might actually be a full safety car. I can see the safety car out on the track. Not too sure if that's going to be a full safety car. Stopped. A lot of drivers have stopped. Haven't done any stuff. Not do anything. Position changes. Still saying virtual safety car for me, but I'm guessing it is a full safety car. Right ball with your hand. It is a full safety car. Safety car is out on the track. Position changes. Knopp had managed to hold his lead in first place. After I quickly invite this guy, it's under a safety car, so not too big of an issue. Yeah, Kayanu currently leads the race 5 form, now gets another 10-second penalty for speeding in the delay. Kayanu keeps his first place at the moment. Terry has held in second, McCall held in third. Joao improving 2 positions, very nicely done from him. Massive improvement from Tomater, who got disqualified for blocking the pit, improving 10 positions. So currently in the points of 10, very nicely done from him. It is stating a virtual safety car. It is not a virtual safety car. It is a full safety car. Lifetime had rejoined and his car had DNF'd. Another driver retiring, so that's both Ferraris out of the point. Very unfortunate for Racing Diabetes. You mentioned he got win. Fun, I presume a Racing Diabetes was fun going into the Variante chicane. Very unfortunate from him. Still 17 drivers left, currently lap 4 of the session. We're currently behind the safety car. Pit wide from P11 down. People have pitted. Racing Diabetes pitted twice. 48 Cambridge also pitted twice, but it does not matter. As long as the safety car stays out long enough, they should be okay. Penalty wise, Terry still 3 seconds to be added to his time by the end of the race. At 5 form and received a 10-second time penalty. As it stands, currently Kayanu will lead the championship, but yet again it's only lap 5 out of 27. Anything can happen, anything can change. Notnatan is not looking in a bad position at the moment. Notnatan currently in P11, got a couple of drivers ahead of him. Well, I say a couple. All the drivers ahead of him are still yet to pit. So if he can somehow make those tyres last till the end of the race, he could be looking very good. This Mercedes pair are looking very promising. Aston Martin, who are currently leading the championship, Dark Destroyer currently in 5th, and RT currently in 14th. So they're not looking that great at the moment. Alpine now potentially getting points, now in P2 and P9. 3 teams are yet to score points in the Asian tier. Those three teams are the Williams team, the V-Carb and the Alpine. Alpine looking very strong at the moment with Terry in P2 and the Bomb in P9. V-Carb, on the other hand, Tomater just about in the points in P10 and Fire from P13, but he does have a 10-second penalty. And the Williams, we have one retirement from the Williams, so Ryan is going to have to pull his weight here. And we now see the safety car coming in this lap on right on board with the front runners, and Kayanu set the pace whenever he wants, whenever he would like to go. Right on board with him when he puts his foot down. We will see. He put his foot down. He's put his foot down. Has he really caught anyone napping? Not really. Not really at all. And Terry's all over the back of him already. After the safety car restart, Holy Horton's got a 10-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. He's got the lead already going into turn 1. But he's not going to give that one up at all. Kayanu still going side by side, going into Variante. They're still going side by side. Onto the grass he goes. Lost a lot of time there. Now we see the McLaren now potentially going. He is going to go round the outside here of Bastiano going into Variante chicane. Is he going to get them moved on before Variante? He has, but Kayanu's still not going to give this one up. Very shaky there from Kayanu, who's lost 3 positions already, and he's been wiped out by Joao, who the 2 pair of them in Imola fought absolutely brilliantly, and the 2 of them have collided together. There's going to be another safety car. Well, it's very unfortunate. Thankfully, there are no retirement, but that is front wing damage from Joao and Kayanu. the pair of them fought ever so brilliantly in Imola. Ever so brilliantly. The pair of them got driver of the day, both of them, in Imola. And they've collided. They've collided coming out of the Variante chicane in Monza. So, last week they were both fighting for podium spot. And now they're both fighting for the final point position. Now a lot of drivers pitted. Matt Law and a couple of drivers actually decided to stay out on the track. The top four at the moment, Martin staying out. It's only lap 7. Ardi has just got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Penalty-wise, I'm sure you guys know how the penalty system works. Leaving the track 3 times, it deemed gaining an advantage, and you get a 3-second time penalty. Obviously, speeding under the safety car is a drive-through penalty. But the top 4, the Bomb in the Alpine and the 2 McLarens are still yet to pit. Tyre-wise, the top 3 are currently on the medium compounder tyre. The Bomb is on the harder compounder tyre. They feel that at the moment it is too early to pit, and I agree with them. It is very early to pit at the moment. Trying to go from lap 7 to lap 27 is doable on those harder compounder tyres, but it will be very worn out at the end. Hopefully they may be gambling for another safety car. Stopped wide, a lot of drivers have done 2-3 stops. Tomato has just got a 3-second time penalty for track limit violation. Racing Diabetes had done 4 pit stops. Not sure if these guys missed the pit when the safety car came out, so we'll see if anyone of these 4 dive into the pit, if they're fancying it or not. They are not. They are going to be staying out. Jonathan currently in P5. He didn't race last week. If I'm not mistaken, he didn't race last week. But he's looking very promising at the moment. No, he did race last week. Apologies, he did race last week, but he DNF'd. But it's looking better this week so far. Currently sat in P5, provisionally leading the race at the moment. Holy Horse currently in provisional 2nd place, but I am aware he's got a penalty done. He has a 10-second penalty, which I'm sure he's going to be bummed with, not going to be happy with that, but I'm sure Ryan does have the pace to do very well in this race, and I know he does. And I know his fighting attitude and the fact that he would want to do very well. So as we now see Tomato getting into vehicle issue with another driver under a safety car. The killer had lost his front left end plate. Tomato is just collecting everyone, wiping out everyone. So if you want to do that, you can do that, mate. You do you. Terry currently in P3. Onto the harder compounder tyre. Safety car will not be coming in this lap. Hello to the 14 viewers. Welcome. If you're only just joining us, this is the Asian tier race number 2, Monza. We've had a double Italian header. Last week was Imola. This week is Monza. The next race for the Asian calendar will be Portimao. So we're doing a double Italian header, and then we're doing a double Portuguese header. We're doing Imola, then Monza. We are here at Monza today. Next week we shall be in Portimao, and then Interlagos in Brazil after that. Then we go to Mexico, into the Autodromo Hermanos. Circuit. very long circuit. And then after that we have a mystery race on the 12th of October. After that we're going to have Kota, which is going to be a nightmare in all honesty. It's going to be Kota, and then Hungary, Spa, Melbourne, Shanghai on the penultimate race, and then the final race should be a mystery Grand Prix on the 30th of November, just before the Christmas holiday. None of the tiers will be running over the Christmas holiday, but we will be running special events and 5 lappers and stuff like that. But over the Christmas holidays, we're going to all have a break, because we all deserve it. We all deserve a break, I'm sure. But we're going to have a break over Christmas, because I'm sure nobody wants to be stressed over the Christmas period. The Christmas period is for love and joy, and to celebrate the loved ones with Christmas. So that's going to be Christmas time. We don't want to be stressing over an F1 league over Christmas, and then we will be back in January. Back to the racing. Owen Davino is going to be leading the pack. Safety car is coming in this lap. Martin is currently chasing down the Red Bull. Let's ride aboard with McLaren behind. Will he be able to get a jump on the Red Bull? Red Bull has just brake checked the McLaren. McLaren, slight front wing damage. Not the tan had already overtaken the front wing damage further down the field. We see not many drivers fighting. Oh my god, Cayano going to the escape road. Both Mercedes there in turn 1 looking very shaky on this restart. A lot of front wings I've seen locked at the moment. Owen Davino still leading the pack of the race. The bomb, Ryan has overtaken the bomb now into P5, currently chasing down people going into the Variante chicane. Holy Horse, not Nathan, moving on to the racing line very abruptly there. But Holy Horse, does he still have a front wing? He does. He's getting overtaken down the inside there from the Alpine. Trying to get a move done and to fight further down the field of Firestorm and Joao. Joao's got the move done on the Cayano. Cayano, I think, might have front wing damage after going into turn 1. Martin had lost, just about to lose DRS to the Red Bull ahead. I'm not sure if he's going to be pitting with that front wing damage. We're going to see what happens. Further fighting down the field. Arti is on the soft compound tyre. Joao currently chasing down. Owen Davino does take the fastest lap of the 1:23.5. Joao now comes into the pit. The bomb is chasing down the Holy Horse at the moment. The Holy Horse currently on 10 lap old tyres. They're going to be going side by side, going into Variante. Down the inside he goes. Holy Horse bailing out of that one. Not going to want to be fighting that one too much. There's the car now chasing down Holy Horse. Holy Horse currently in 6th place. Now further up the field, Terry is chasing down Martin. Martin currently on 10 lap old medium compounder tyres, and he had slight front wing damage on that car. We now see Holy Horse and Firestorm now going side by side. Brilliant move there from Holy Horse. Didn't actually see it, but getting a move done coming out of the Variante is a very impressive job. But he's going to be left very vulnerable here with no DRS, and all the 4 cars behind him with DRS. It's going to be very close. Firestorm going around the outside. Is Cayano going to make the move as well? No, he's not going to back that one out. Come out of the Ascari chicane. The Holy Horse is now going to have DRS now, following Firestorm. Cayano is now chasing down the Holy Horse. Further up the field, Terry is also chasing down the McLaren of Martin, who's currently got front wing damage. Ryan currently chasing down Firestorm, who's currently in P5. Davino currently takes the fastest lap. Terry takes the fastest lap off him. Terry and Martin going side by side. Terry taking the outside line. Terry has got the move done on Martin. Now going back to this fight, Cayano has overtaken Holy Horse. Will he go down the inside? He has gone down the inside of Firestorm, and he's got the move done after that absolutely terrible restart from Cayano. He's got the move done. I'm absolutely dying here. My throat is gone. But Cayano, the two Mercedes are together. P4 and P5 at the moment for the Mercedes pair. Firestorm currently chasing him down. Tiny bit of contact further down from Racing Diabetes and Holy Horse. Big fight going on here. Max Law trying to get past the bomb. The Max Law is currently second in the championship. I'm not sure he wants to get past these drivers as quick as he can. Currently chasing down the Alpine. DRS and ERS enabled. Going to be trying to get past his Alpine as quick as he can. Still going side by side, going into the Ascari chicane. Got the move done. Now going to be behind. Tiny bit of contact there. Don't know if he lost any front wing damage, but he's still chasing down the Holy Horse. Actually, the front wing damage can't really see to be further on the field, Owen Davino is now being caught by Terry, and Terry had taken the lead of the race. Martin does have front wing damage. Owen Davino is being overtaken by Terry. Terry currently leading the race here and has set the fastest lap. He's not going to be getting challenged by cars further down the field. Further down the field, we do see a move and a fight happening between the Williams and the Alpine pair of Holy Horse. Holy Horse still yet to pit, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm sure he'll be the escape. Max Lord now got the move done on Firestorm. Kayanu currently chasing down his teammate of Not Natan. Not Natan currently 2.7 seconds back of the McLaren. Currently lap 13 out of 27. Any fights further down the field? RT currently dropping very far. The Killer currently chasing down Cordier King. Cordier King currently in P13 with qualifying banter. He's improved a lot from the qualifying ban to P13, getting currently chasing down. Further up the field, Holy Horse. I had to take a drink, apologies, my throat is killing me. Holy Horse going side by side and has overtaken the Alpine, now going to Parabolica, but Holy Horse is going to be very vulnerable here with the DRS. Martin currently chasing down Owen Davino. Max Law has now taken the fastest lap of the race. He's now chasing down Racing Diabetes, who's also chasing down Not Natan, who's also chasing Kayanu. Kayanu's actually now overtaken his teammate. If you are only joining, Leo had DNF'd. I think he's banned coming out of the Ascari chicane of turn 9 and turn 10. Currently riding aboard with this fight at the moment for P4. Martin currently looks safe in the podium spot at the moment in P3, but he does have front wing damage. 2.3 second gap to P3. It's currently a four-way fight for P4 as we see Racing Diabetes trying to get past the Mercedes as quick as he can. Max Law getting, oh my, trying to get past Racing Diabetes, almost wiping him out. In the meantime, that's going to be investigated after the race. Max Law now chasing down the Mercedes, going into Parabolica. He's going to be left very vulnerable if he goes down the inside here of Parabolica. He is going to go down the inside here of Parabolica. He's been left the room, he's given the room. Will he have any DRS here? Chasing down Kayanu. He will have DRS. We now see Martin coming into the pit. Will Martin change his front wing damage? Not too sure how bad his front wing damage is. Here we go. He's going to be changing his front wing and he's going to be putting on the harder compounded tyres. There's still enough time in this race to get back into the point. We will see as we now see Kayanu take the podium spot. Not Natan dropping quite far behind. Now see Racing Diabetes going side by side into Variante, taking the inside line. Tiny bit of contact from the two drivers. They're still going side by side. Not Natan to go to an escape road and losing more positions than he wanted to do. Max Law is now coming into P5. Still going to be chasing down the final podium spot, chasing down Racing Diabetes at the moment. Not going to have any DRS here, but Not Natan is going to have DRS further behind. Further down the field, Tomater currently chasing down the Red Bull. Davino currently in the final point position in P10 in the hack. Currently chasing down the Holy Horse. We have a yellow flag of an Aston Martin. Is it an Aston Martin? It is an Aston Martin. And that is Dr. Troy retiring in the pit, but the car coming out of the track. McLaw chasing down Racing Diabetes at the moment. Not deploying any ERS. Racing Diabetes on a lot of ERS here. Going to be overtaking him. Will they go side by side into turn 1? And the McLaren has got him very clear already going into turn 1, but he's locked up. We might invite the hack to rejoin the party, but depending on the deployment, McLaw is going to be trying to get away from the hack driver. Hack driver might have a look down the inside. He's not going to fight that one too aggressively going into this corner, but McLaw seems to be pulling away. Currently a 2.1 second gap to the final point position. A lot of drivers picking up penalties at the moment. Penalties wide. Terry currently on 3 seconds. Owen Davino trying to stick with him at the moment. McLaw on 3 seconds. He's dropping quite far down the field at the moment. But Racing Diabetes, very impressive. Make up through the field with 4 pit stops. Currently in P5, so very good job from him. Tomato still in the points at the moment, so done a very good job. Fighting further down the field, Racing Diabetes currently chasing down McLaw. Racing Diabetes now comes into them to get rid of those tyres. Firestorm currently chasing down Notmatan with a DRS open, currently chasing down P4. Both Mercedes looking very good at the moment. As we now see Owen Davino now coming into the pit, so Kayanu now moved into second place. Cordier with a qualifying ban now moved up into 10th, running forward with Martin. He's going to be once getting the position back, just over 11 laps left remaining on this Grand Prix, and not much fighting going on. The Killer currently chasing down the Red Bull. The Red Bull currently chasing down the V-Carb. In P9 chasing down P8. And Firestorm in P5 currently chasing down Notnatan coming into the Ascari chicane. Notnatan not looking that quick in that Mercedes. I need a drink again, lads. I'll throw it down. We are back. Firestorm in my throat. Firestorm still chasing down Notnatan further down the field. The Killer is still chasing down Tomato, which actually lost a lot of time there. Cordier King now been overtaken by Owen Davino. Martin currently in P12 chasing down the Kick driver and the Red Bull driver. Not really many other fights going on at the moment. Martin's going to want to be catching up to these cars ahead. McLaw now chasing down P2. Is he going to stick behind him going into the Ascari chicane? He is going to stick behind him into the Ascari chicane. Kayanu currently P2. McLaw is looking very slow coming out of the Ascari chicane. Kayanu did. Is he going to make a move here going down the inside here? Or is he going to stick behind him and use the DRS? He's going to gently stay behind him and not be too aggressive. Kayanu looking very shaky with the rear of his car there, coming out of the Parabolica. McLaw is going to get past this Mercedes with complete ease without even trying. Or is he actually? I don't actually know. Kayanu just seems to be fighting that one too much. Not wanting to fight that, but he's letting the McLaren go by. Further down the field, Firestorm is still chasing down the Mercedes with a very optimistic dive bomb. And there's going to be a penalty upon review by the steward for the V-Carb, but Firestorm now looking around the outside of the Mercedes at the moment. Let me just... but Nottingham now dropping down to P5. McLaw dropped significantly. Actually, must have been contact between the two drivers, so they've dropped a lot of time while I was messaging Nottingham. Any front wing damage between the two drivers, I'm not too sure, but it's currently 4 drivers currently fighting for P2. Kayanu currently leading the pack, potentially front wing damage. Max Law now there, Firestorm going round the outside. Kayanu's going to be losing a lot of positions here, and Not Natan now overtakes his teammate. Kayanu might have front wing damage if he's driving that slow. Max Law, Firestorm, and Not Natan now chasing for P2. Not Natan now trying to get past Firestorm. Max Law looking very vulnerable here. They might be going 3 wide coming into the first corner. We will see. Kayanu is not pitting. Max Law has dropped now to P4. Max Law now looking up. Not Kayanu, not Natan, apologies. Currently chasing down the V-Carbon P2, who just gave him a very dirty dive bomb in the previous lap. Currently lap 20 out of 27. Drivers are very, very old tyres at the moment. We see Not Natan looking very shaky coming out of the Variante chicane. Currently 7/10 to Firestorm at the moment. Terry absolutely dominating the lead of the race, with 18-second lead. As we now see Tomater with spinning further down the field. Martin, he finally made it back into the point. McLaren looking very quick now, finally back into the point after getting that front wing damage and changing that front wing, and he's now going to be getting his head down and chasing down the driver further up the field. Owen Davino now gets another 3-second time penalty. Not Natan now still chasing down Firestorm for P2. Max Law still roaming in the background. Kayanu no longer has any DRS. Does he have any front wing damage? He does. He's going to be coming into the pit, and so will the McLaren, and so will the V-Carb. Has now been overtaken by the Mercedes. 2 drivers coming into the pit. Max Law coming in to change his tyres onto the medium compounder tyres. Kayanu changing the front wing onto the softer compounder tyres. That's a very brave move here from Kayanu around Monza. We'll see how that works for him. A lot of drivers going onto the softer compounder tyres. Kayanu and the bomb. Max Law pitting onto the medium compounder tyres, going to be getting chased down very quickly by Kayanu. Further up the field, Firestorm is still sticking with Not Natan, currently now a 20.5 second gap to Terry in first place. I think Terry has got this race in the bag. Currently lap 21 out of 27. Firestorm currently chasing down the Mercedes for second place on the podium. Davino currently in P4 in the hack. Both Red Bulls, after looking not that great in qualifying, as we see the Red Bull now flying past him, letting his teammate go past and unleash Owen Davino into the firing range ahead. And we now see Martin now in P7. He won't have to pit again. However, the drivers ahead are going to be very slow on the older compounder tyres. Martin currently on 6 lap old hard. The Killer ahead on 16 lap old hard. Racing Diabetes currently 3.5 seconds behind Martin. The Killer maybe going side by side, trying to maybe overtake his teammate, not going to. Firestorm managing to stick with Not Natan, but not overtaking him. And I say that, as we skip to him, he's not going to want to overtake the Mercedes going into Variante, and they're losing a lot of time as we head to the front of the field. Terry, as we just ride aboard with him, living his own dream, catching up to a back marker of Arti, just coming up now into Parabolica. But he seems very comfortable here, 70% ERS. At the moment, currently a 22.5 second lead. Should be very comfortable here. Should be feeling very comfortable. Firestorm now gets another penalty, chasing down Not Natan. And Martin has now caught up to the Killer, now going side by side, going into the Ascari chicane. Who's going to get the lead here? Martin gets in front of Owen Davino. He's now going to be chasing down the other Red Bull. He's going to be very vulnerable here if he does not get within a 2 second, 1 second gap, and I don't think he will be. the killer is going to be chasing him down here, now going into Parabolica. Looking very shaky there from the Red Bull driver, coming around Parabolica, but he's going to be chasing down Martin. Martin might be looking very vulnerable here. Martin deploying all of his ERS, very, very low in ERS at the moment. 4% ERS. We're going to want to try and keep this position over the Red Bull, but the Red Bull's not going to give this one up. Now going side by side, they're both locking up, with the Red Bull driver ahead. Can now take the fastest lap of the race with a 1:21.707, 2:07. Martin is now being overtaken by the Red Bull. Martin's not going to be happy with that. He's going to want to get as many point finishes as much as he can. Will he go down the inside? He's not going to go down the inside here. Firestorm and Not a Tan still fighting further up ahead. Penalty wide means they're all on 3-6-second penalties, so whoever finishes ahead will finish ahead. Firestorm trying to get past Not a Tan here, going into the Ascari chicane. Davina currently 6.8 seconds. There's a yellow flag further down the field, not too sure what that is. That is Ryan. The yellow flag further down the field in P13 at the moment. Wow. Not doing that good that race. Both kick drivers not doing that well. They're great, P14 and P15, but they're both managing to stick in there. Gordier maybe wanting to get past his teammate as quick as he can. We now see Terry coming into the pit, onto the softer compounded tyres, potentially throwing away the lead of the race. I know it's a 22-second gap, and I don't know what happened. I'm missing absolutely everything this race. Currently P5, 2 drivers ahead of the Haas driver and the Red Bull, fighting side by side. Terry is pitted now into P5. He's going to be in a softer compounded tyres. He's going to want to get past these 2 drivers as much as he can. Coming round the Bastiano, now coming to Variante. He's coming round the outside of the Red Bull, going into Variante chicane. Is he going to get a move done round the outside? He's going to get a move done. Red Bull looking up now. What want to get past the Haas driver? Currently lap 24 of 27. He's very far down of the podium space at the moment. He's going to want to get past the Haas driver as quick as he can. He's going to might be getting the fastest lap. We will see as he now goes side by side, coming down this straight, going towards the Ascari chicane. He's got the move done on the Haas driver, and he's now going to be chasing down. He's currently P3, 6.2 seconds down to Firestorm. Will he be able to close that gap? We will see. And now Firestorm takes the lead of the race, going through Parabolica, but he's looking very slow. Don't know who's going to have DRS here. Not Natan currently leading the race. Firestorm currently P2. Who's going to have the DRS between the 2 drivers? We're going to see who's going to have the DRS. Who is going to have the DRS? I don't actually know. Does anyone have it? And Firestorm still leading this race. These 2 fighting mean Terry's going to be able to catch up very quickly. Currently lap 27 out of 25. 3 laps remaining of this race. Can Terry catch up? 4.8 seconds now to the leader of the race. Not Natan and Firestorm trying to fight. Coming into Variante, they're still fighting. Going absolutely all for it. Not Natan tired. Must be absolutely dead on the 22-old. They're going to go side by side into Lesmo. Not Natan making a move into Lesmo. Brilliant move from Not Natan on the V-Carb. V-Carb now going to have DRS. They're still fighting. Now 3.2 seconds from the Alpine to the V-Carb. Side by side going into Ascari. Are they going to go side by side? No, Not Natan still leading this race penalty wise. They're still both on 6 seconds. So Terry just has to catch up to 3 seconds, and he has caught up. It's down 1.7 seconds from Terry to the 2 drivers ahead. Not Natan is going to be very vulnerable here. Terry's not going to have any DRS, but Not Natan going to be very vulnerable to the Firestorm. Firestorm is currently for the lead of the race. Firestorm and Not Natan. Terry is now caught up 0.8 seconds. Terry absolutely flying now, sets the fastest lap with a 1:20.680. Terry. These 2 going side by side. They are going to go. V-Carb going to make the move down the inside. They're still going side by side. Not Natan still leading the race, but Terry is now invited to the party. Terry's going to want to get past his V-Carb and try not to get a penalty just like them. He's going down the inside, going into Variante. He's got the move done on the V-Carb. He's got the move done. Will Firestorm, he will not try and fight Terry. Terry's now chasing down Not Natan. Not Natan. Tyres are absolutely fired at the moment on 23 lap hold hard. Nottingham really struggling on their tide at the moment. Currently on the penultimate lap of the race, currently lap 26 out of 27 further down the field. There's a spin on the killer on Davino Plate and Myers. Martin currently maybe going down to his side. He's not going to fight that one. He's going to want to get the move done on Owen Davino. He fought his way back through the field. Absolutely brilliantly led from Martin. But he's going to want to get that move but back further up to the front of the field. Terry, as it stands, will win the race based on penalties. Terry's going to have DRS. Firestorm is very dropping off to these two. They're going to go side by side going into turn one. Not on a tan tyres are absolutely shot on 24-old tyres. Owen Davino has now been disqualified from session. The failure to use changing tyre compounds in the contact between the two drivers. Terry and not tan having contact going through turn one. Currently the final lap of the race. Terry leading. Not tan currently P2. Firestorm currently P3, and Racing Diabetes has joined the party in P4. Will he be able to catch up and take a podium spot off one of these two drivers? We will see. The bomb currently in P10. There's a DNF further down the field and not Davino. Firestorm. Will Racing Diabetes get DRS? Yes, got within the DRS. Now 0.7 seconds. I don't know what the penalties are like. 3 seconds. Racing Diabetes might get onto the podium spot. Terry's currently leading this race. Not the tan currently in P2. On the 24-second. Medium combat tyres looking very shaky. Whoever comes ahead of Not Natan and Firestorm will get the final spot of the podium as Racing Diabetes will jump up into P2. They're going to be going side by side into Parabolica into the final corner. Firestorm takes the final spot of the podium, but Not Natan fights back. Not Natan currently in provisional P3. They're going 3 wide. Down the line, it's going to be a photo finish. Not Natan takes the final spot on the podium. Very brilliant fighting. Martin gets onto the podium. Martin into P2. Oh my God! Martin absolutely fought his way back through the field. Brilliant fighting. After changing his front wing. My God, Martin. Brilliant drive from Martin, may I say. Absolutely brilliant. Dropping out of the points with a front wing damage. I've got to say, my driver of the day had to go to Martin. Brilliant drive. But absolutely brilliant. Racing Diabetes. Brilliant fight as well. I mean, 4 pit stops if I'm not mistaken. 5 pit stops from Racing Diabetes. Brilliant driving, but the podium is there. Terry absolutely firing through the field in P1. Martin in P2. Brilliant comeback from him. And P3 Racing Diabetes. Brilliant fight back, especially with what happened in Imola last week. Absolutely brilliant fight. Very unfortunate from Not Natan, who drives absolutely brilliantly. Tomater getting driver of the day from EA, but if I had to choose, my driver of the day would be very tough. Racing Diabetes did an absolutely magnificent drive with 5 pit stops, and Martin did it brilliantly. So if I could, I would give driver of the day to the both of them. But here is our final standing. Terry taking the lead of the race. Very good job from him. Martin in P2. Racing Diabetes P3 rounding off the podium. Not Natan in P4. Very unfortunate from Not Natan and Firestorm fighting absolutely brilliantly for the final spot on the podium. But Martin just about got there. Kayanu P6. Maxlaw P7. The Killer P8. Tomater P9. And Alpine finally scoring a lot of good points this race. 27 points for the Alpine team. So that is very good from them in P10, the bomb. Rounding off the final point. P11, Joao kicked out, but just outside the point to P11 and P12. Holy Horse in P13 and Williams. RT P14. Davino 15. Dog Destroyer 16. Johannes 17. Clivetown 18. DNF. Leo Coco and DNF Davi. Owen Davino. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you.